and on the 16th of February, I flew, you guys. And it was as happy as anybody would have been. I wasn't exactly so happy. I was going without my husband, I was going without my son, and at that time was one of like, I was going through something really traumatic, and for me to just be alone, I wasn't looking forward to it, honestly. And to top it all off, with everything that was going on, I was 6 months pregnant, you guys. Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ada of the Good Life. How you guys doing? I hope you're having an absolutely fab week. If you're a returning subscriber, I absolutely love you. Thank you so very much. If this is your first time of coming across my videos, then it's a sign that you should definitely subscribe to my channel. And you guys, let me just cut the chase. I come bearing gist. Okay, guys, long gist anyway, but I'm going to break it down for you people step by step. Until I go through, so I won't relocate, so I won't jump back. It wasn't funny, man. So how are we going to start now? Okay, let's start from the very beginning. So when my husband and I, when we started talking about relocating, we were considering our options were it was between Canada and Australia. Truthfully, UK wasn't in view, and then we said discussing with our agent and all of that, and then she said we should go for UK, that UK is faster, it's more reliable through the study route and all of that. And then we just had to take it, like, you guys, this thing, like, I don't remember us having like a midnight conversation about UK. Like, it happened so fast, like so fast. Like, we had already started the Canada process and it was taking time, and Australia were just considering it, and then it was like last minute we just decided to go with the UK study route, and it was so like it happened like that fast. And then we started applying for schools and all of that. I applied for like 6-7 different schools, and like I told you guys, I started applying really late. Then those 6 schools, I'm currently in Swansea University. We didn't even apply for Swansea. I came across Swansea University, like, there was a friend of mine who posted a girl on her status. I don't even know the girl, but she was like, welcome to, was it congratulations on relocating or maybe getting admission into the UK. You guys, my baby is crying. Today is not the day, good Lord. But yeah, I'm back. The joys of motherhood, they say. So, like I was saying, oh, you guys, I've lost my train of thoughts. Holy Spirit, what was I talking about? Hey, God. See attack. So I paid for like a week. When I was coming, I paid for 1 week stay at the hotel, because I thought like within the week I was going to find a house. No one told me these things. I'm telling you guys, and I'm telling you guys for free. If you have not subscribed and you're getting all this knowledge, it's between you and God. Anyways, so I paid for 1 week at the hotel where I was staying. And I was hoping that within the week I was going to find a house for where, with all my struggle. And I'm telling you guys, I was so, like, I really wanted to find a house, because it's not easy. My husband paying for that money, converting naira to pounds. That's another thing that you do here. Jesus Christ. Converting naira to pounds and paying for my hotel stay and all of that. So I was desperate to find a house. So I really did put in my best. I put in my best, you guys. I was calling every other agent and all of that. So when I wanted to renew my stay at the hotel, they told me that it was fully booked for that, I think it was the weekend or so. I've forgotten how it was, but they told me like it's now fully booked for the next 2 days. You guys, it was so annoying. I had to move my things out from the hotel and go and find another Airbnb that I was going to stay for 2 days and then come back. I really wanted to come back to that particular place, because I'd already gotten used to the apartment and all of that, and the fact that that place was like in the central, it's in the center of everything. Like it's easy access to school, easy access to supermarkets, easy access to a lot of things. So I really wanted to come back there. So I had to move my things. And you guys, mind you, I'm not always lucky to see people that will help me and move my things. So with my big tummy, I will move my things out of the hotel, go and check into an Airbnb, move in there again, then I'll have to come back again. So within when all of this was happening, she's there, and what is it? Leave me alone. I am coming, leave me alone. Don't take anything now. You guys. So one day when I went to school, I think it was our first physical class. I met with this girl that I'd been talking with, for some time. She was the person who was giving me all these things I'm giving you now for free, thanks to her. So I met with her, and then she told me that day that there is this group of boys that were going to look for a house or so. That they were, I think from what she told me, what I understood is that they already had houses that they were going to view and all of that. So I just said, okay, let me tag along since I was looking for a house as well. I should be able to find something with them. So you guys, now that's how we take work out. You guys, from Singleton campus to like Walter Street is like what 30 minutes walk or something. I did not know we were tracking. You guys, I know even for the life of me understand what was going on. I just said let me follow them. They are looking for houses as well. I should be lucky. So you guys, our journey began. Like we entered every single letting office, every single housing, or I think whatever house agent, I think that's what we call it in Nigeria, but here we call it letting offices. We entered like every single letting offices on the way. I think we were like, that journey took like about almost an hour, and if not 2 hours. You guys, were entering like letting offices. I was in severe pains, but I was so desperate. I needed to find a house, and I was like, since we're in a group, there are more chances maybe. And then they were so lucky because they were looking for shared apartments, where shared apartments is more like 3 different people living in 3 different rooms, but like how we have like 3-bedroom apartments in Nigeria, but different people staying there. They were looking for shared apartments like that. Me, I wanted a 2-bedroom apartment, something for myself, something that can house my family. In fact, at some point I stopped telling. I was looking for everything. If you give me 1 bedroom, I'll take 2 bedroom, I'll take 3 bedroom. I was looking for any and everything I could possibly find. And the thing is, there are houses, or you would find houses, but some of them were like crazy expensive, So I was looking for something within my budget, and honestly, fair enough. My budget was fair enough, and I still couldn't find something. Then they were lucky, as we were just going, we were reducing. They were getting contacts of people that wanted to share apartments and all of that. But for me, like every single office I entered, they were like, no, we don't have anything, but you can call us, you can drop your contact, and we're gonna call you if something comes up. They don't call wash, they don't call you anything, shishi, unless you are lucky to find all these upcoming agents, who are doing their own thing. But I wasn't that lucky. They will just any office and no, we don't have anything at the moment. You can go on the market. They will always tell you to go back to on the market or the or Zoopla, those websites to find houses. That it will give you notifications when anything comes up. And yes, that it does give you notifications, but it doesn't mean that you'll be lucky to even get a viewing. Talk more of like actually finding a house. So it continued. Like after that trekking, you guys, it was crazy. And when we came from Singleton campus to Walter Street I think it has like the highest concentration of like letting offices in SA1. That's the one I know about. SA1, SA2 even. You guys, I entered every single office, and there are like maybe 7 of them in that. And this one is aside the one I've been entering, on my way coming, because I found out that the Walter Street was just behind my hotel where I was staying. So I just entered every single office. Like everybody was pitying me, like by telling me and all of that, but I was desperate, and then they couldn't help me. I didn't want to go home. I was desperate to find a house, and I kept on entering until I just went home, you guys. And she'd also mentioned that while I was doing that, I was also going for some kind job interviews. Like some of them I would not really go, but some that looked like something I should go for. Like I was trying not to stress myself, even though I ended up still stressing myself. I was still going for job interviews, and sometimes I would land house viewings. So that I was just my movement was just, you guys, it was so crazy. So finally, not even finally, I remember one day, I just need to say this. I remember one day I was coming back. I was coming back from one of maybe a house viewing or so, a house viewing that stressed me, because that day I think I had like 3 house viewings that I accepted or more. You guys, I think it was either 3 or 4, and I couldn't meet up for all of them. It wasn't realistic. So I just kept on accepting any house viewing, because I was applying for a lot of houses. Anyone I was lucky enough to get a house viewing, I would go. I would tell them to book me in. So one day I was just coming back. I was so tired. You guys, I was trying to lie down also. Then I started having this very sharp under tummy pain. You guys, I thought I was in labor. it was so severe, it was so bad, and you guys, like, my pain threshold is like dun, 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 like way above. So if I tell you something is paining me, if I even open my mouth, something is paining me, then it's really paining me, because any other minor thing I can just endure, you know. It was so bad, like it felt like it was labor pain, you guys. I started calling, who did I think? Of course, I called my husband first. He said I should call the hospital or so, and then I called my GP. And that's another thing you should do when you come. You register for your GP, so that if you do have any issue, you have to go to your GP. Every other thing comes free, like the drugs and all of that. The cancer consulting and all of that, it's free. You already paid for it in your IHS. So I called my GP, and they said, what was it? Okay, then the GP said they were going to. What was? How did that thing even happen? Like, did I call a GP? Yes, I called the GP, and they said they were going to that I should calm down, that they will get the midwife to call me. Before that midwife called me, you guys, it took like what, maybe 10-15 minutes, and I was in serious pains, you guys. I was in serious pains, and I didn't know how to address. Like I just started crying, but like I don't know if they were expecting me to be wailing or bringing out the house for them to know that I'm in serious pains, you know. So when the midwife called me back, I was crying, but I wasn't like who kind of crying, because guys, I was in pains, you guys. So when the midwife called me back, she was like, I should take a warm bath and take a painkiller and everything, that if it gets worse that I should call them and all of that. You guys, that was I was crying before, but when she called that call, I started weeping. Because you guys, back home now, my daddy is a doctor. You know, I have access to anything like health, it has never been a problem for me, you guys. So for me to just come here and you are telling me this kind of something, I'm 6 months pregnant, I'm in severe pains, feeling like it's labor pain. She just took my details when I told her I was 6 months pregnant. She just thought maybe I don't even know what she thought I was doing, maybe Braxton Heights and everything. But personally, I knew what was wrong with me was the whole stress that my body had accumulated. My baby was just tired of me and all of that. So that was what it was. And I just started thinking, like, don't say why didn't I just go straight to the hospital? For here in the UK, their health system is kind of crazy. You don't just go to the hospital unless they've booked you in, or you can only come in. The only time they will just attend to you like that is when they rush you in, maybe like emergency. You call like I think I've forgotten their emergency contact here, be their emergency number here. That's the only time they will immediately attend to you. But if you think it's normal Nigerian style that you're having headache, you just carry on go and go to the hospital. They don't do that here, you know. Even if you're in labor, they will have to book you in, you know. So that was it. And then it was, I think that was one of the first time that like it dawned on me, like, yo, I'm not home anymore, I'm not in my comfort zone anymore. And what I did, thinking about it now, I do think that I toyed with my life and my baby's life a little, because what I should have done is to actually start wailing. You guys, when it's that bad, please start wailing. Call their emergency line or whatever it is. Let them come and carry you in ambulance. Let them get fainting. Over exaggerate your symptoms, you know. Thinking about it now, honestly, I played a lot. I toyed a lot with my body, and I shouldn't have done that, you know. So I'm just telling you guys for future use. Not that I'm praying that you will break down, but if you follow everything I'm telling you gently, you will not have a problem. And God is with us anyway. So you guys, so after I'd done that, after that happened, it was just a mess, going up and down, trying to find a job. Okay, finally I found one job. I found one job. When I got the job, when I got there, when I went for my interview, I had this big winter jacket on, so I think they did not see my tummy. So they're taking me for the job and everything. They told me to start work. My friends though work, you guys. It was one of those days that I had a serious problem with accommodation. You guys, this happened like 2-3 times. Me having to move from one Airbnb to another because my current I think that my apartment is just hot cake, you know. The next time, after that first time happened, the next time I tried booking in again. After I exhausted my 1 week, that was 2 weeks there. After I'd exhausted that week, I tried to book again. They told me that it was filled. I had to carry my 1 week again to another Airbnb. So that money that was supposed to start work, it was one of those money, and they did not allow me, like the hotel person, whatever. My plan was to leave my things at the hotel, then I'll go back, not inside my room, maybe like around the environment, somewhere safe. When I'm back from work, I'll carry my things to the Airbnb that I had already booked. So that day they did not allow me, you know. it was something normal for me to just leave my things there and then, let her go and carry it when I'm done with it, whatever it is I was doing. Daddy did not allow me. I had to carry my things from that place, go to an Airbnb, check in and all that. When I was done, I went really late. But I don't think it was the late coming that was their problem. I think when I got there, they didn't know I was that heavy. When I got there, they welcomed me really well, and then they told me a bunch of things that I should do. When I went, they now told me to put my winter jacket. And the first time that I'd gone, I was wearing this big winter jacket, so they not even see my tongue and all of that. So they told me to pull it, and when I pulled it, they even on top of it, they gave me apron to tie it on top of to just tie. So everything was just literally showing, and my tongue was just protruding. After I just done maybe I just helped them serve dinner that day. Was it lunch? Help them serve lunch. After that, the manager was like, "Oh yeah, that I can go now. That they're going to call me back and all of that." Loriro, nobody called me back. I knew it was over. I can't tell what it was. Maybe it was my tummy and all of that. So after that experience, I was so angry. Like I was already frustrated from the morning. I said I'm not applying for any other job again ever. So not ever, but I said I wasn't going to apply for anything again. I just rested. Coupled with what had happened to me a few days earlier with the whole complication and all of that, I just decided to just end it. I know they find work again, But then later, something happened. You guys, this is another tips and tricks. While you are looking for work and all of that, if you eventually find work, some of them or a good number of them will ask to do your DBS. That one takes time. It takes. Anyway, it depends on the people who you are working for and all of that. But some people stay maybe even when you find the work anyway, it will take you maybe a month to start and all of that. So that one. So while you are waiting for your DBS check and all of that, or maybe while you're still applying for other work, other jobs and all of that, the easiest one to get into is hospitality. When you do hospitality is more of I don't even know how to explain to you, but people who do serving, stadium work, stewards and all of that, it's easier to get that. They don't do DBS check for all of that one, so you can just be doing that one and be holding body while you're waiting for something that is more regular. And you can apply for TWG, the waiting game. Those ones are more popular. Happy events, which other one? Ubeya. Just find your way into that pack. It's easier to get those hospitality jobs and all of that. It's very easy to get into those ones. So once you are doing that one, you can be waiting for another distinct for your job, whatever, to just pull through. So that one is another tips and trick that I'm giving you for free. Nobody will tell you this thing. I know I said how many. I'd already said maybe a month or more than a 1 month before I even got the hospitality job, and it's not an everyday work, or it's just it's not every time that the stadium is busy and all of that. But if you apply for more than one, maybe one day in a week, you can be going for 2 events thereabouts. So there is that. So over to my husband and my son, we had already applied for. I'd already gone, and we're hoping they will apply for with what they call a priority visa to be able to come and then see me. That was when this Ukraine issue now started. They now scraped priority visa. You guys, it was God. Anytime you see it was God. I was a frustrated human being. In fact, I was this close to depression. I was living alone. And if you know how UK is, you guys may do this. Mommy, what is it? Sorry about that. Welcome back to me. So you guys, while all this was going on, I decided I wasn't going to do the job again. I said of my hospitality work and all of that. So let me repeat again. It's easy. I think the popular ones are HAP events, HAPP events, TWG, the waiting game. I've forgotten. Then Mint people, Mint people. They are other people. They are under popular hospitality people that are easy to get into. So there is that. So like I was saying, my husband, our plan was that he was going to pay for priority this and then come over by April, and that was when the whole Ukraine thing went crazy, and they shifted their priority to Ukraine people. So my husband, you guys, it was so crazy. I'm not joking, it was so crazy. But I'm so thankful for the people that I met here, the few friends that that kept you guys. God is going to bless my friends for me here. That the people that kept me sane here, and while I was waiting for my husband and all of that. So thankfully, we just thank God. So back to the house issue. Every single day I woke up, I will go to the back of that Walter Street that I told you has like a lot of latent agencies. I will enter every single office. You guys know that funny thing about this Oyibo people? They know they recognize our face. Like it's hard for them to, place our face. Just very few people. But I'm telling you, like I entered this letting offices like every other day, and a good number of them still did not know me. Like they were not like, when did you the person that came the other day came yesterday even? They don't know. Like I don't know. I think it's hard for them to place our face and all of that. So I kept on entering these letting offices, entering all those. The most painful part of all of this is the fact that after everything, the people that gave me the house that I'm currently in now, their letting office is not on Water Street. After all that my struggle, and you guys easy. Like it's crazy. I know it can be overwhelming when you come, but step by step, I promise you that later on you're going to settle in. After all this, my stress, going through the pregnancy complication I went through, because the pain even started coming in like every other day until I started reducing my stress. Then it just started reducing and all of that. After everything, the people that gave me house was not even on that Water Street. It was, I just met them. Yes, I got them through maybe either Zoopla or the market or all of that, but they don't have I booked a viewing with them. Then they came here, we just met and all of that. But I didn't get any house from going to that office and all that stress, So eventually, my point is, everybody will settle. Small, when it comes to, I think I've addressed everything that I want to address through my own personal experience. And thankfully, when my husband letter came, their visas letter came out, I was so happy when they came. Like when my husband came, I keep telling him, I keep teasing him and telling him that he should be thankful, as in he should be very thankful for me, because I took the pain of him and a lot of my husband's friends are coming over. I took the pain for them, you guys. Like now I'm like well informed and all of that. So like for them coming, it's not even like I already helped like a family friend of ours. Sorry, I helped them with finding the house. So they just came in. They're going to move into the house real soon, you guys. I'm so happy. Nobody has to go through what I went through, the craziness and all of that. You guys, I'm so thankful. So bottom line is, I've given you these tips and tricks through my own experience. You guys, let me just look through my list and make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. So the first tip and trick I gave you, Abby, carry a big bag with wheels if you are using a connecting flight for your hand luggage. I'm not talking about the boxes you're going to check in. Carry a bag for your hand luggage. Carry something that has wheels. Then once you land here, tailor your CV. Do not apply for anything with your Nigerian CV. Tailor your CV according to UK standard of CV processing or whatever. Then of course download Indeed and then start applying for works. And then even for that Indeed, applying for jobs, even on that Indeed, that you'll be able to see all those hospitality works I'm telling you about. What am I saying? Works, not jobs. Hey, it's kind of English tautology. So you'll be able to see all those hospitality gigs and jobs I'm telling you about. Hospitality is really easy. It's quick cash and all of that, because you are able to get into that one without problem. They'll just do your online induction and they don't even ask you, like there are no interview questions and all of that. You can just do that one. Then please get ready. Just have it at the back of your mind, because at some point with the whole housing issue, I thought it was a race thing. Like, are these people, is it racism I'm already facing without even coming? But it's not what it is. The UK housing system is crazy, even for them that are the whites. Talk more of us that are like the minorities, whether you like it or not. Like, it's not our house and it's not our country, sorry, it's not our home. It's what it's going to be. If really there is a pinch of racism, which I highly doubt, expect denials. That's just it. With jobs and houses, expect it, but eventually everything will be fine. Please, you guys, come with cash. Come with cash, because if you are thinking when you come here you will easily get job and all of that, even with that hospitality job that you do, they don't do cash in hand. And for them to pay you, they're going to have to process payment for a company to pay you also, because it's hard for the payment to be from the company. For the hospitality, this thing, it's hard for it to be from the company direct to you. They don't do cash in hand. They are going to, most times, it's going to take like a week for them to process payment and all of that. So please come with cash, so you will not be stranded. And then it even reminds me, the day that I came in, the guy that snapped me or took a picture of me in Heathrow Airport. Hey, I don't know what I did that guy with the nonsense where he snapped me, but it's well. But like, what pissed me off, or maybe it was the situation. Maybe it shouldn't have pissed me off. Like when I came there. After I asked him to take a picture of me, he said, telling me long stories, something about cash. Can I help you? I'm like, guy, you just came in now. Like, it's not nice that we're already doing this something. So that, like, imagine like a white person, or maybe all the security people caught him and all of that. He was even lucky to like have escaped because these people do still ask for proof of fund even after you entered Heathrow Airport. So you guys, that wasn't nice. I'm not saying that you shouldn't ask for help, but it's not nice that immediately you are coming, you are still in Heathrow Airport and you're already stranded. It's not nice. So please come with cash. The job it's not like once you're coming into there are jobs here quite alright, but it's not immediately you're coming in they are giving it to you or anything. It takes time for these things to fall into place. So yes, that is my story for today, you guys. If you watch up to this moment, you guys you are the real MVP, and I'm going to pray for you this night. Thank you so very much. I have other wonderful videos coming up. You guys, you're gonna want to see this. You're gonna want to hear what I have to say. So you guys, thank you so very much for watching. I love you. To my returning subscribers, thank you. And if you still haven't subscribed, is it even fair at this point? Like, is it even fair? You know. So like, comment. If you have any question, the comment section is waiting for you. Just ask me, I'll answer right away. You guys, so let's just connect here. It's a family here. Welcome if this is your first time, and that's that. Thank you so very much, guys. I love you for watching. Thank you. Calm down. Say please subscribe.
Please subscribe
to my mommy's channel.
My mommy's channel.
I love you.
I love you.